Get into it on the
I'm
way.
starting to go through these brackets too.
Yes. We got ourselves a Final Four, guys.
Oh God.
So we'll get into that.
I attempted to work on it a little bit last night, but I was like, you know what? I want to make sure I do this the right way, so I'll finish in the morning.
Okay. Tons of headlines. Ariana Grande announces that she has joined The Voice as a judge.
Nice.
So
Okay.
for all you Voice fans,
Good for her.
Ariana Grande she's got so many hits.
I know.
She's big.
I know.
Looks like Ariana Grande returning to our TV screens. This time going to be a judge on the hit series The Voice. She took to Instagram on Tuesday to share the exciting news. She said, "Surprise! I'm beyond thrilled, honored, excited to be joining Kelly Clarkson, John Legend, Blake Shelton. Next season, season 21 on The Voice. She'll be coming onto the show to replace Nick Jonas as the judge."
21
All right.
seasons. Okay.
Entertainment Tonight reports that the upcoming season will mark Kelly, John, and Blake's sixth season together. Meanwhile, the fourth judge chair has been rotated between Nick Jonas and Gwen Stefani. So there you go. Ariana Grande, one of the biggest artists right now, by the way. Well, if you've been worried about paying next month's rent, the CDC has news for you. On Monday, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention extended its ban on evictions for non-payment of rent to June 30th, 2021. CDC director signed an extension as a prevention method. And I quote, this is from the CDC director: "The COVID-19 pandemic has presented an historic threat to the nation's public health, keeping people in their homes and out of crowded, congregated settings like homeless shelters. By preventing evictions is a key step in helping to stop the spread of COVID-19. I didn't know the CDC could.
I didn't know that either.
Could do that or had that authority, but I guess so.
Okay.
The teen who recorded George Floyd video testifies about Derek Chauvin's behavior.
Oh, gosh.
He says, and I quote, "He just stared at us. He had this cold look, heartless. He didn't care." So the trial continues, the murder trial. It's just been a unbelievable
heard, bits
moment.
and pieces and just small clips of it, and just listening to what certain witnesses are saying. It's just I don't know, sad to hear when they describe some of the events.
Was the trial of Derek Chauvin continues. The teenage witness who recorded the widely circulated video of the final moments of George Floyd's life officially took to the witness stand. 18-year-old Darnella Frazier, whose identity is being concealed in court because she's a minor at the time of the incident, gave her testimony and describes the tragic event she witnessed when George Floyd begged for his life as Derek Chauvin proceeded to keep his knee on his neck for over 8 minutes. CBS News reports following the opening statements earlier this week, the murder trial of Derek Chauvin continued with recent testimony from the teenage witness. Darnell Frazier described the scene of George Floyd's murder through tears as she detailed Derek Chauvin's behavior when the crowd of bystanders shouted at him to stop kneeling on Floyd's neck. Quote, "He just stared at us, looked at us. He had this cold look, heartless. He didn't care. It seems as if he didn't care what we were saying. Didn't change anything he was doing." Frazier added that even as the crowd intensified its calls for Chauvin to stop, it appeared that he was trying to kneel harder. When she was further questioned about witnessing George Floyd's final moments, Frazier went silent a few times, fighting back tears and painfully describing what she heard him say. "I heard George Floyd saying, quote, 'I can't breathe. Please get off me. I can't breathe.' He cried for his mom. He was in pain. He seemed like he knew it was over for him. He was terrified. He was suffering. This was a cry for help, definitely." End quote. Additionally, she revealed that when Chauvin and the officer another officer realized that she was recording them, they looked at her and put her hands on their mace and move, she said, made her feel threatened. "I felt like I was in danger when he did that," she testified. "It rubbed me the wrong way. I didn't understand why they would do that, what we did to make them do that." Derek Chauvin trial continues today. So,
Wow.
just a crazy, sad situation. And I don't know. Moving on, Cuevo and Sweetie recently called it quits on the 3-year relationship. And while details of the split have been scarce, The two did have a spicy exchange on social media that had everybody talking just a few weeks back. Once again, the two had made headlines as footage of a previous altercation between them has surfaced online. TMZ obtained the surveillance footage from the elevator at the apartment complex, which shows both Sweetie and Cuevo engaging in some sort of altercation. Sources close to the situation told TMZ the incident happened in an apartment building where Sweetie was living in 2020.
Oh, so this happened a few, back.
Yeah. At the start of the video, the two are standing outside of an open elevator. Sweetie seemingly takes a swing at Cuevo. Cuevo then grabs an orange case from the elevator and tries to exit. And Cuevo seemingly grabs her arm, swinging her into the elevator. For the duration of the video, Sweetie remains seated on the floor when the elevator eventually stops. Cuevo grabbed the orange case and exited, with Sweetie following right behind. Sweetie announced that she was single a few weeks ago on social media, and everybody went crazy when she hit Cuevo with the line, "Take care." The two have not spoken publicly about their breakup since, but have been pretty active online as Migos prepare for the next album, and Sweetie is staying booked and busy. So you can check out the video. It's up on the Shade Room.
So who released this video, though?
As well as TMZ. Don't know. Just popped up online.
Wow. Okay.
This coming from Page 6. Britney Spears is speaking out about her controversial documentary. Okay, she broke her silence on Tuesday about the documentary exploring her life, which she says she was left embarrassed and in tears by the way she was portrayed. The FX New York Times documentary framing Britney covered the pop star's rise to fame as well as the battle over her estate and the, quote, hashtag Free Britney movement propelled by her fans. She said, "I didn't watch the documentary, but from what I did see," she saw it. But from what I did see of it, I was embarrassed by the light they put me in. She wrote that on Instagram. "I cried for 2 weeks, and well, I still cry sometimes." The mom of two posted a video of herself dancing to Aerosmith's Crazy, writing that it was her way of being able to feel wild and human and alive. She also addressed the media and public scrutiny she's faced throughout her career, which was chronicled in the documentary and released on Hulu last month. She added, "Every day dancing brings me joy." So.
All right. So she wasn't part of the making of that. All right.
And she said she was pretty upset. So.
I still have not had the opportunity to see it, but I want to.
Yeah, me neither.
I want to.
We got a lot of sports on the way next. We got to talk about March Madness. We got to talk about, we'll throw in the Michael Strahan story since that is kind of sports.
All right.
A rumor, something going on with LeBron James. Who's he trying to recruit? There's a big rumor going on. We'll talk about that. Is the Bill and Jessica show? Can Gonzaga be beat? I don't know. I didn't know. Sports up next.